And what's essential here is that the stories we tell ourselves exist here. And I was sitting in the car for a really long time yesterday, so I had a chance to, and I was doing the spinal series, so I was driving like this, and then I was driving like this, and then I was driving like this, and I'm sure that the people around me thought I was a total nutter cooking around in the car, you know? And I felt so much better after I did it. So all of this is possible wherever you are. And it's truly a conversation that you can think about. The base energy is this place that says hello. Right? Hello, hello, I exist, here I am, greetings. This is the base of who you are. You take your seat, and in taking your seat, you say hello, right? I'm in my seat. And from that, what's the next question we ask is, how are you? So how do you feel? Well, that makes sense. What are you doing? If you feel tired, you might be doing something slowly. If you feel really excitable, wow, I'm doing a lot. I'm out, I'm gardening, I'm reading, I'm reestablishing my closet after the upheaval of 3 years of not paying attention. Whatever it is, what are you doing is in the center of yourself. That's the reason we love sit-ups and core action and the front and the back of us that holds us together in the ways that we digest everything. What does it mean? What are you doing, and then what does it mean? How does it give you meaning? So that every action is purposed, and so that every action holds the possibility of love. It's our greatest meaning. And then how am I describing this to myself? Because you could be doing all of this in the most phenomenal way, and then you land here, which currently looks like this, and it says, I don't know, I'm just running a multi-million-dollar corporation and giving half of it to charity. I'm really tired. And that's your story. And that piece is so essential because it acknowledges everything you're doing along the way. How do I think of it? How am I known? Because now it's coming in and everything here is connected. So we want this place of our story to include our incredible connection to something so much larger, so much greater. You are never alone, never lost. And here my new story is I was born to solve this problem. Yep, there's a detour. That was my exit. It's not my exit anymore, but I was born to solve this problem, so I'm just going to find the next one. That's my story. Where are my kids going to live in September? I don't know, but I was born to solve this problem. It's innate. It is in me. That's my story. I am here to respond with grace. So hello. How are you? What are you doing? What does it mean? And how are you expressing it? That's where we're at. It's all we're up to. Come down to your back. Draw your knees into your chest when you get there. Roll a little bit side to side. This is Vishuddha, the power of the throat, the expression. And now just check as you settle that you can put your arms wide and your palms flat to the floor and your knees bent and your feet flat to the floor. Turn your heels out, your toes in, your palms down, your thumbs pointing forward. Now put a little more weight into the thumbs. Feel that open through the inner arm and the inner arm all the way to the throat. Now lengthen the back of your neck and arch your back a little bit and drop into the backs of your shoulders, all the way into the tips of your fingers. Turn your left palm open so your thumb points up. Turn your chin to the left. Press your right hand down. So just feel that right hand down, the right forearm opens, the right shoulder opens. And change your hands. Left palm down, right hand opens, look right. Go. Stay a beat, press. Left hand down. And just begin to turn. Turning left, right hand down. Turning right, left hand down. And so we turn. And so we turn. And we turn from the hands. And the hands are from the heart. And the heart, and all its care, and all its courage, and all its capacity, all its love, is cleaning your story. Your jaw softens, your expression softens, your eyes soften. Your throat, the back of the neck, the base of the skull. And now what if you let your knees start to go? So slow your hands. And as you put your left palm down, knees fall right, chin right. As your left palm down, knees go left, turn left. And bring that clarity and the courage down into your belly. And then below your belly button. And then all the way into the hips and reaching into the knees so that you have a sense of your feet on the floor. The throat open, the heart high for 3. All the way through the axis of your body. 2. 1 more. Feet flat, palms open, turn your hands open, soften your elbows. Rest in the back of your head and feel the hands, the throat, the solar plexus, the belly, the chest, all the way to your feet. It's already better. Changed. A new story. Hands to your shins. Keep it there. Right hand overhead, right leg long. Open it up. Flex your right foot. Reach a little further into the right hand. Now shake out your left leg. Shake out your left knee, your left ankle, your toes. Bring it in closer. And change. Right hand, right shin, left hand overhead. Shake it out. Just a little word of warning. It might be a little harder today, but you're made for this practice. Bring it in. Right side opens. And then the left side opens. And you take your time. And you make choices in your body today so that you can remain clear in the story that I was made for this practice. I was made for this practice. And if you get into a space where it seems too difficult and it seems like I am not welcome here or I am unable, you back out until you feel the place where you are certain I was made for this. This is serving me. That's how we know, because our story stays clear. 2 hands, 2 legs, same time, open, close. As you bring your knees in, lift your head, shoulders, and drop into your navel. Open the chest, and then drop in. If it's too much, so if you just lost your story and now you're like, this is really hard, go back to 1 hand, 1 shin. Or know that there's more in you than you realize. Now you may stay here or put your hands behind your head and bicycle, opposite elbow, opposite knee to turn, to turn, to turn. And close your eyes and exhale, exhale, exhale. And light your fire. And find the center of your body and strengthen your legs and become more intentional in the movement. And drop right into this sweet body that was made for this sweet moment. Don't tense up. Can you fall forward, fall. 3, 2, 1. Knees bend, feet flat, hands overhead. Call it up. Light from the belly into the heart. Light from the belly into the hips. Let your legs walk out long. Shake out your feet side to side and your knees up and down and wag your tail. And you are a being of light. And now you remember. Now you begin. From here. Knees in. Roll up. Hands and knees. So pad your knees if you choose, because we will be on one knee and sometimes putting more pressure on one knee rather than both. It's nice to have some padding. Put your blocks up in front. You'll have a strap to the side. Good. Lift your chin. And as you lift your chin, lift your tail. And press your thumbs down. And drop your knees down. So your knees go down and your tail goes up. Your thumbs go down and your chin comes up. Just feel the space across your chest. Try to pull your hands apart. And from the tail, drop and let it roll through the spine, through the heart, through the head. Drop down. Try to pull your hands apart. Stay. Tuck your chin more. Knees down, thumbs down. Upper back broadens. Drop your head again. And from the tail rolls up, spine rolls through. Chin up. And slowly drop the tail.
Roll to the top of your head. Tail tips up. Roll
To the point of your chin. One more like that. Drop your tail. Roll.
to the top of your head. Press your hands around your back. Tip the tail. Roll up.
Awesome. And now neutral. Spine is on you, looking straight down. Walk your right knee a little closer to center. Right toes tuck under so you're stable. Right hand out, thumb up. Left heel back. So you are balanced. One option, stay right here or elbow to knee. Exhale. Inhale out. And exhale in. So the left hand is steady. The right knee is steady. And you begin to find a pulse through the belly, just like you did on your back. And you swing in and you swing open. We just go for 3 and for 2 and for 1. Pause a beat, press the heel, tuck the chin, press the left hand and change. Pause. Tip your chin, drop your head, tuck your tail, go a little further into the spine. Lift the tail, roll through the spine, lift the chin. Broaden the collarbones, loosen the jaw, the face, and neutral. Good. Left knee a little closer to the right, toes tuck under. Left hand out, right heel back. Navel into the body, tuck your chin, bring elbow to knee. Inhale, exhale. Use the breath in and out the nose like the pistons of a steam engine. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. 3. And reach out and stay. Press your right hand down. Press your left knee down. Stabilize. And left hand down. Knees wide, toes together. Child's pose. Feel the space, the quiet. Wag your tail. Drop further into your body. We have superficial stories on our surface. Let them fall off. Go deeper in. Rising up, hands and knees. Left hand stays where it is, right hand behind your head, right elbow to left wrist. Just wrap down and roll open. And wrap down and roll open. Go where you can. You're just exploring. Where can the right rib go? Where can the right shoulder go? And then the right hand opens up high, arm straightens, right hand coming forward, hips go back, right palm onto left palm, left back of hand. Inhale, open up, drawing the hands apart, looking up, and then sweep down, and sweep up, and down. So you're coming into the right side, body right side, shoulder right side, jaw. One more, stay. And wrap your right hip down and wrap your right ribs down and find the length from your right fingers to your right hip. Rise and open back up. Take all the length you have right now. Turn your palm forward, a little back. All the length you have between your hands. This space, this hand, right to shoulder and left shoulder to left hand, that's where we're going today. Take your right hand behind your left, drop to your shoulder, revolve. Widen your left fingertips a little more. And we'll go back up for 3. Inhale. Unfold and wrap down. 2. Unfold, rise up. All the length you can muster and set it down and stay. A little forward, a little back. Drop your head. Step your left hand overhead and slightly to the right. And look under the left armpit. Keep the legs where they are today. Open the collarbones. You were made for this posture. How does that change anything? You were made for this. Let it in. Let it through you. Left hand in, coming back. Find a dog and walk your dog. Feel the right hand, right hip, and how different the right side and the left side are right now. Turn your chin, wag your tail, swing your hips. And then widen your feet all the way off the mat and step them a little bit closer. And now walk your dog. And see if that gives you a little more space up under the arms, tuck the chin. So your feet a little closer to your hands. Takes a little weight off of the arms. Knees down. A block underneath your left hand. Tuck your left toes under, sweep your right hand up and over and your right foot flat. So find the right side body. Bring your right elbow to your right knee, your knee to your elbow, tuck your chin, and then inhale as you open, and exhale as you close. Opening and closing. And where is it sticky and where is it short? Is there an evenness between your heel and your hand? One more. And plug your foot into the floor and stay. Pivot your left foot closer to your block. That's it. Send your hip forward. Turn your right palm towards the floor. Yeah. Now what if you knew you were made for this? You're not fighting it. It's not out of your reach. It's yours. Different. And set back down. And knees together, child's pose. So maybe fingertips, knees together, feet together, so that your body finds your thighs, and as you drop your head, your elbows lift, and it opens the back body. And get your breath behind your heart. One more. To the other side, rising, right hand stays down, left hand behind your head, adjust as you need to. Left elbow opens, left elbow, right wrist. Inhale and exhale. As I replace my stories with I was born for this, I notice all the places that say, oh, I can't, or this is too hard, or I don't like this. All the stories of displacement and separation, we're going to rinse those out. Left hand high. And take your left palm and face it forward. Sweep the left hand to rest on the back of the right hand and fold back and lengthen your left hip back and unfold, opening. And exhale, folding, dropping into your sweet body and roll open. And fold down and stay. Now wrap your left hip down and wrap your left ribs down and take that length and lay it out. Soften your face. Invite yourself in. There is no separation. This is yours. Draw your hands apart to lift yourself up. A little forward, a little back. Your left palm sees forward. Turn your palm forward. Ah, now go a little forward, a little back. Ah. Left hand behind your right wrist. Fold it down, shoulder to the floor. Unfold, rising. And down. All the way out of your knees into your fingertips. Take it up. And then folding it down, staying, shoulder to the floor, a little forward, a little back. Drop your head and reach your right hand overhead and to the left. Now, where are the places that feel kind of inaccessible or locked up? And right there is a physical sensation of separation. And so breathe into the space. For me, it's my left waist, my left kidney, and I give it attention and I say you are welcome here because this is for you. This is yours, and it can open. And you rise back up, right hand down, pressing, pausing, feel the left side body. The block goes beneath your right hand. You pivot your right toes out and turn your right toes under. Left foot flat, left hand high and over the top. Now we rinse it out, elbow to knee, tuck chin, and foot to floor. So your pace, your depth, it's up to you, and you are now moving in and out of this left side line. You're moving in and out of the breath that rides that line. One more. And you seal your outer left foot to the floor. You pivot your right foot closer to the block, send your right hip forward and under you. Left palm turns to see the floor. And now this is yours. How is it different? It's not mine. It's not my instruction anymore. This is yours. And looking down, setting down. Down dog. Feel the left side body. Left hand, left shoulder, left hip. Right to the heel. Let your breathing be silky smooth here. That's what you've changed. That's what you've made, is the change in your breath. Walk your feet wide as the mat and beyond it, and a little bit closer to your hands. You're in bulldog, a soft, wide dog. Come onto your fingertips. And now float the elbows open and float the shoulders open and stand in your feet and widen your seat. Drop your head. One more. Good. Walk your feet back in, put your palms flat. Step your right foot outside of your right hand and turn the toes out. Put your block under your left hand. And now your right hand will come to rest on your right inner thigh. And you're simply sending your right knee wide out towards about 2:30. If ahead of me is a clock and it's 12. And I'm coming towards the outer edge of my right foot. That's it. Oh, and so your pubis is coming forward, and your heart is coming forward, and your knee is peeling wide. And can you find the length from your pelvis to your navel? Can you find the length from your navel to your heart? And then from your heart to the top of your head? Right knee going wide. Good. And bring your right foot in. Keep your left hand where it is. And take your right hand high and back. Look to your left shoulder. And now your right hand comes back up and you look under your armpit. That's it. Turn your right hand back. Turn your shoulder to the left and your right hand back and down. Feel that. Bend your right knee more. Good, good, good. So the right hand comes up, face forward. Shift your hips back a little bit. Feel that length. Straighten your right leg as you can. Right palm facing forward. Pull your right toes back. Ha! Now bend your right knee. Put your right foot flat and turn your right palm back and your hand back and turn. You're getting all the way up behind your right ear. One more like that. Right hand high. Turn your palm forward. Shift your hips back. Pull your toes back. Look up. Right there. All the old stories, all the old structure out of your body. Last time, right foot flat, knee bends, right hand back and down, look down, lift your back knee, and just reach your right hand towards your left heel. And float your heel over the ball of your foot and rock forward and back. Now stack your right shoulder over your left. Revolve, revolve, revolve. Right hand reaches back. Now turn your right thumb open. Turn your right hand open and reach straight up looking down. Draw your hands apart. Draw your front knee forward, your back heel back, and draw your heart over. Right hand down, step back, down dog, and notice. Right hand, right shoulder, right hip, right heel. And flush it with breath. Right?
And on that breath and on that structure, you are clearing out old ways that don't fit or function anymore. And you're feeling into your body what feels right, what feels like yours.
Follow that line. And step your right foot outside of your left foot outside of your left hand. Turn your toes out and put a block beneath your right hand. So the left shoulder is innately connected to the left hip. Good. Take your left hand to your left thigh and drop the left knee wide. When we start out, we can be kind of tight in the hips. As you allow your left knee to bend, draw the pubic bone where your inner thighs meet, as though that pubic bone was being drawn forward. And then from the pubic bone to the navel, draw that forward. From the navel to the heart. From the heart to the top of the head, go longer. And allow that to open your chest. Left knee goes left. This is opening the crease of your left hip. Good. Turn your left toes forward. So heels and toes are in one line. Now you can take the left hand high. Turn your palm to face forward. Press your right hand down. Come up out of the right shoulder. Ha. Turn your left palm to face back. Turn your chin down. And now sweep the left hand back and down towards the back of your right thigh. Open the top of the left shoulder. Bend your left knee a little more. Feel how they're connected. Now the left hand comes up, palm face forward. Go ahead, shift your hips back a little bit. Just like we did when we were on our hands and knees, but now we have one foot forward. Awesome. Bend your front knee. Good, more. Hips forward, pelvis forward. Now turn your chin to your right shoulder, spin your left palm, and take your hand back and down, and all the way up behind and under your left jaw. And raising up. Left palm sees front, hips go back. Now draw your left toes back. Ha! And clean that line. Bend your knee, turn your palm back. Reach back, hips forward, heart comes up, feel the top of your head. And one more, hips up, hand face forward. Draw your toes up, reaching, and then palm faces back, bend your knee. Reach back, lift your right knee off the floor. Spin your right shoulder under your left. Turn your left thumb up, reach away, and then reach overhead so your left palm faces forward. Stack right wrist, right shoulder, left wrist. Turn your chin if it gets sticky. Bend your left knee, pelvis forward, heart long, top of the head, and down. Step back, down dog. There was a warning, just so we are all clear, that we haven't actually gotten to the warning part, but we are starting to feel it. But can you feel how the lines, the layers along the sides of your body can become really tight? And they define our structure. I want you to bounce on your heels a little bit, bounce on the balls of your feet. Bend one knee, bend the other, like you would kick your hips. And step your right foot up. And put your left knee down and sweep your hands up high. So we'll flush it out. Put your palms together, drop your thumbs. Hips forward and back. Right, use your heel, use your back toe, shimmy as you need to, get unstuck. So that as your thumbs fall back, you can pause. Elbows in, heart up. This will be exhale, hands up, looking up. This will be inhale and to fold. Step your left foot up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up, sweep up. Thumbs down the back. So keep the thumbs and shake it out. Give yourself a little wag. We've been down on the floor. Wag the tail, turn the chin, elbows in and out until the elbows wrap in. The heels are under the hips. This is exhale. Inhale, hands release. Knees bend, sweeping wide. Good. Left foot steps back, left knee down, hands up high. Palms down the back, tuck your chin, exhaling. Hands up high, reach up, look up, and fold down. Step back, down dog.
Good. High plank, look forward. And then draw back. And the left foot steps forward and the right knee comes down. Fall up. Thumbs down, back, fall in. Yeah. And fold. Stepping up. Hands wide, sit down, thumbs up, heart up. Fall in. Oh. Release up. And fold down. Right foot, right knee. And inhale. Down the back, tuck your chin, elbows in. And up. Let it go. Down dog. High plank. Down dog. Right foot steps up, left knee down. Sweep up. Fall in. Reach. And fold. Stepping up the tough way. Inhale. No rush. Exhale. Knees soft. Hands wide. Thumbs up. Heart up. Stand up. Down back. One more full set. Fall in. Now just follow the breath. In and up. Knees bend. Out and down. Left foot steps back. Left knee down. And hands up. And down the back. And up. And fold. Good. Down dog. High plank. Hiya. Down dog. Good. Left foot steps up, right knee coming down. Wash it through. Just falling up and falling in. And up. Exhaling down. Inhale, step up. Exhale, fold in. Widen and sit down. Down and back, tuck the chin. Release it, look up. Last one, fold. Silky smooth. Right foot. Right knee. Rise. Down and back. In and up. Out and down. Down dog. Good. High plank. Down dog. Bend your knees, lift your hips. Pause there. So bend your knees, lift your heels. This will be inhale. And then high plank. Pause. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now as you come forward, look forward. Ready? Elbows to the floor. Hello. Look forward, elbows to the floor. Look forward. Good, that'll be our alternate. So, high plank. Press out of your feet. Yes! Bet you didn't think you could. Down dog. Nice. So, high plank. Elbows to the floor. Dog. Lori's mystified. Those are your knees, Lori. High plank. Down dog. So, if you found it, go. Elbows. Ha! High plank. Down dog. So it's plank, then elbows, then plank, then dog. Yeah. Or any variation. I was made for this. That's what you got in your mind. I was made for this. Right, so when there's a challenge, when you get frustrated, when it's unfamiliar, when it's tiring, when you're like, what are we doing? Remember, I was made for this. Because when it's going really well, then it's no problem. You know you were made for it because it's going well. But it's when it gets really like, what's happening? That's when we have to remember I was made for this. One more. Ha. And we'll go to child. Knees are wide, toes are together. Fingertips float back, be long, find your breath, go in. I was made for this. I was made for this day. I was made for this breath. I was made for this rest. I was made for all the places in my life that I seem to be wearing backwards. They are mine, and they are holding me, and I am ready. These are the words I meet them with. Step your right foot up and put a block inside and another block on top. So a belly down
And a block on its edge so that you can find your warrior two and come out of our dastardly arms. Straighten your front leg. Otherwise you're like, but we do the same thing every time. Inhaling up. Bend your knee and open your hand out. Turn the palms open. As you take your hands up, backs of your hands together. And then palms open as you bend your knee. Right out of the collarbone. So the tips of your fingers, one more like that. Reach up, backs of the hands. Good. Right hand down to the block, left hand high. Pause. So open your collarbones. Turn your left palm to the front. Anchor into the left heel. Reach the left hand over beside your ear. Now as the left hand rises, you rise. Left hand down the left thigh, right hand up, open, plug into your front big toe. There's your flow. So pause a beat, open it up. And then right hand down to the block, left hand comes up over the top, looking up under the armpit, keep going. Inhale, rise up, open. And then exhale back down through the center. Beautiful. One more, rising up. Excellent. And sweeping down. Stay. Bring your left elbow to your left rib, look down. Reach up overhead, reach out, look up. Plug into your feet and bend your elbow, look down. As you reach overhead, plug into your feet, turn your collarbone, stay, breathe out. Inhale as if you moved. Exhale, plug into your feet. Good, good, good. Left hand high and back and down and left knee to the floor and right hand sweeps back to your left thigh. Left hand comes up and just look forward today. Just look forward today. And as you look forward, find the left thumb tip and point it back. And find the front of your left hip point and point it forward. Square the hips, come up a little bit. Press your left toes down. Your left hip point forward, your left thumb back. Right hand on the left thigh, rotate your right shoulder open. Now bend your right knee. And reach up and set down. Pause, please. Pause. Let it out, let it through. You'll take your block and set it underneath your left thigh. Okay. So it's right in the middle, right in the meat. That's a big one. You can decide if it gets really to be a lot with it standing on its tail. You can decide. It's easier. This is the modified version. You feel the difference? Like, can you breathe now? Yeah, just bring it forward. Good. Good. Right hand to thigh. Now left hand. And just trust that block. Ha! Now left hand to the back of your head, left elbow up. And wrap it in the way we did. Now fall into the back of your hand and lift your back thigh by pressing into your heel. Good. Take your right hand wide, right thumb down. Take it to your mid-back. Elbow wide. Stay 3. Firm into the left heel. 2. Whole left side is open. Hello. Left hand down. Step back. Ha. Make your way to dog. Float your right foot up and shake out your right foot. And shake out your right hip. Ha! And feel from your left heel to your left armpit what you just changed. So we're going a little more to get a little warmer and a little more circulation. Foot down, down dog. And then we're getting a little bit deeper to undo the structure of our story in our mind. I can, I can't, I am welcome, I am separate. We inhabit this in our body. So we're just a little bit deeper to try to shake the structure of our stories out of our bodies. Left foot steps up. And then the block on its belly, or the block on its side, or the block on its tail, whatever you need for your triangle, set yourself up, and then find your warrior 2. And in the warrior, we're drawing energy up and down the legs. So as you straighten up, press into the feet. And going wide, bend your knee. Find your knee over your little toes. Do it again, rising up. Just find your way in and out. The hips, the tail, the feet. Are you plugged in? Are you settled? Turn your thumbs open. Now backs of the hands, rise. And pull it through the side body. And then into the chest. Ha! Where can you take it? Where isn't it going? Feet to hands. And then right into the middle. Stay. Straighten up. Left hand to the block. Find it. Plug your right heel in behind you. Anchor it. Right hand over the top. It's sticky to start. So the right hand lifts you up and the left hand follows and your gaze follows and the breath comes up. The hinge happens. The left hand down. The breath goes out. Sweep over. Follow the breath. In and up. Rising. Right through the fingers. And out through the feet. Again. And down. And stay. And stay. Land in your feet. Find your heels and lengthen your toes from your heels. Perfect. Ah. Good. Bring your right elbow to your rib. Look down. And then reach out and look up. And you are moving slowly enough that you can feel the rotation. The crown of your head is resting on a point and it doesn't move. And you're turning through that point all the way to the tail. And then you pause with your arm extended, looking up. Stay a bit. And let it change your pelvis. Let it change your thighs. Let it change your tone of voice. And the right hand comes down and the right knee comes down. And pause a beat. Left hand behind you to the thigh. Right hand high. And just stay. So the left shoulder opens. And the right thumb points back. And if you like, come a little bit back. And tap your right hip point forward. And your right thumb back. And your right toes into the floor is what really flushes through this line. And you were made for this. And so you are unrattled, unshaken. Come into your gaze. You're steady. One. And you set it down. Block beneath your right thigh. Just giving you a little bit of a lift. Maybe you don't go any further. Maybe this is plenty. But you've got your heel over the ball of your right foot behind you. And the heel over the ball of the foot is allowing your right thigh to come forward. The thigh coming forward is opening from the navel to the heart. From the heart to the top of the head. And right out the gaze. Left hand, left thigh. As you're ready, if you choose. If you need to, hand down, use a block, what you will. But plug into your back heel so that the back of your thigh and the back of your heel, that's holding you. And the right hip point is forward and you're firming that right leg as you can. Chest is broad for 3. Now, you belong here. What changes? You are welcome. You are not a visitor. This is mine. Ha! Be changed, be changed, be changed. Down dog. Hi, yeah. All the ways you hold on. So we're opening the front body there. Opening our participation into the future. If you need to, left heel up. Bend and straighten the left leg. Bend and straighten the right leg. Promise no elbows, down dog. Bend your knees more, and then press the plank. And just move yourself forward and back as though you were sort of rinsing out all your joints. All the way onto your belly, hips on the blanket, just finding a cobra. Peeling open. So there's a lot, when you work that deeply, there's a lot that needs to come through, and the breath gets really wacky, and that's when I go loose loosen the jaw and the lips. Roll your belly down. We're going to set the blocks up and out of the way. So that in the middle you have a cobra. Then the left arm reaches out and you turn to the left and you roll your right knee open. You can keep the blanket or move it aside. We're just going to roll open and then roll to the right side and roll into the center for 1 minute. So that what we dislodged, what we changed, has an opportunity to really break apart, move aside. We can feel ourselves without it. It can be sloppy, it can be messy, it can be precise. Come into your movement, notice your body. Free your chest, your upper back, through your fingers, through your face. One more. And center. As you roll down, you will roll right onto your back. Keep the blanket as you will. Hips around the blanket. Turn your palms open. Pause. Notice if there's a sensation of alacrity. Somebody laughed when I used that yesterday. And alacrity you could think of as electricity that hasn't yet been given direction. It's like the charge, the static when you scuff your feet as a kid and you go on a new carpet and you're all charged up and you're looking to touch the cat, you know, where to discharge this little shock. This is alacrity, one definition, and you have now this charge, this availability that you can direct into your life in any way you choose. That you're no longer dormant. You are bright, and sound, and whole. Soften your expression. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this light and this ability and this freedom and this living, breathing prayer of a body. Finding center, palms flat beside you. Feel the right hand overhead, reach it a little further, look to the left. Actually, look to center, this will be better. And then right hand down, look left. Left hand overhead, looking center. Reach a little. And left hand down, look right. Right hand high, look center, lift your hips. So press the left down and open the right overhead. And then right hand, hips down, look left. There's our flow. Hips up, left hand overhead, look center. Exhale, roll down, look right. Hips up, right hand up, reach a little further into the hands, let the hips follow. And then look left. Left hand up, hips up, reach, stand in your feet. And look right. Two hands, all the way up. Bring your elbows down beside you, keep your hips up. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another. Anchor into your elbows, press into the back of your head. Relax the work of your legs, just stand in your heels. Now you may work here, or your chest is open, you're ready. Interlace your fingers, press the pinky edge in. Walk your upper arms closer and stand in your shoulders and stand in your feet. Your inner thighs are falling down. Your outer hips are falling up. Now where is this struggle? Meet it with a smile. You were made for this. You are made for bridge pose. What can change?
What can open? How is the mind helping? Release your hands, roll down, turn your palms open. Notice the chest and the face. You've prepared all the openings through the shoulders and the neck, up under the jaw, into the tongue, to the roof of your mouth, to the roofs of your eye sockets. This is your story. It doesn't have any words. Draw your right knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers, keep it close. Left leg long. Stay. Keep the shoulders broad and keep the collarbones away from your neck. Lift the left heel up and down. So now the back of the head is steady. The shoulders are broad, the throat stays open. And rinse out the left hip across the low back, into the toes. Go back down into the feet. And spread this clarity and this certainty all the way. So the next time your left heel comes down, stay, keep your right hand on your right shin and take your left hand overhead. And bow a little to the right so that the left shoulder opens. Turn your chin to the right shoulder. Let your right knee open a little to the right. And feel the left side hip opening. Flex and draw your right toes back. Feel the right side shin open. From the left knee to the left hip, from the left hip to the left hand. A little shake of the knee. Nothing sticky. Little shake of the knee. As you come back, left hand holds the right shin. Okay? You'll bend your left knee to catch the top of your left foot with your right hand. Drop your outer knee. Lift your hip so you can come onto that outer left hip. So no drama, no complication. Awesome, Lori. Beauty. And now let your right knee go far to the left and far to the right. Explore. And your knee is helping you find space underneath the left shoulder blade. And all the lines from the chest down through the legs, inner thighs, outer hips, top of the thigh. Explore. So reaching the left knee straight out of the body. And pause. So your right knee is wide and your left knee is pointing towards the end of your mat. And just soften. Drop your shoulders evenly. Drop your hips evenly. Even reaching into your knees evenly, as odd as that is right here. Right knee a little wider. Up under the top of the shoulder on the left side. And then center. Release your hands, feet flat, pause, neutral, palms open. Now walk your legs out and let it go. Find neutral. Notice left side, notice right. Shake the feet side to side. And the knees up and down. Wag of the tail. Shoulders. Turn your chin. Good. Good, good, good. Feel the quiet. That's your innate state. It's really clean, quiet. That's your story. You are a blank page, remember? You are ready for all stories. defeated. Interlace your fingers over your left shin. Set yourself up in your right leg long. Shake out the left heel, right knee as you need to. When you're settled, right heel high and down. I still have the blanket under my hips, and this is making a little bit of a back bend for the right side body. A little bit of a back bend. When we support the back of the body with just this much blanket, it's a therapeutic purpose of relieving the subtlety of tension that can reside as chronic anxiety or chronic depression. So when your right heel is down, pause and stay and be subtle. Let the right thigh be heavy, let the right hand be long. Reaching out overhead, turn your chin left and bow the right hand to the left. Let your left knee open, maybe propping onto your left elbow. And fall open here. Invite the right thigh to be open, and the right hip and the right psoas deep in the back of the body. Shake the foot side to side and the knee up and down. Get the breath into the thick meat of your thigh. So it's this open right side line that we will continue. With the right hand to the left shin, bend your right knee, and the left hand holds your right foot. Shift your hips up and over so that you're on your outer right hip. And now the left knee moves side to side. Yeah. Move your hand towards your ankle, Stephanie. See if you can hold your foot a little up here. Yeah, good, good. Now relax. Draw your toes away from you a little bit. Yes, you feel that? Maybe so. Notice where there are points, there are places that want more time. As your left knee falls wide, let your right shoulder peel off the floor and get up underneath your shoulder blade. As you drop that down, rinse out across, reach into the tip of your right kneecap. And then the left knee falls wide and you stay. Use the weight of your left leg to draw your right shoulder down your body. To draw your right shoulder away from your right ear. You can turn your chin left if you like. Right kneecap straight out of the right hip. Now where are you holding on? I'm holding at my navel. I'm holding at my throat. And then I'm holding at my eyes. So whatever I notice, I accept, I welcome, and I offer it an option. You want to let go? Okay. Feel into what is reluctant. Meet it with attention. Meet it with an option. One more, keep going. Everything you are releasing so subtly right now is changing your story. Your wordless story that is underneath all your words. It's changing right here. Let go, let go. And then release the left hand and the right hand and the palms open. Start with your knees bent, your feet flat. Start there. Let your feet be heavy. Let the pelvis and the low back find neutral. And you'll know they're neutral because there'll be a tiny lift in the low back as it returns to natural, and the chest will broaden and the shoulders will fall. So you were blossoming. And then the legs walk out. And a little bit of the feet side to side, and a little bit of the knees up and down. All the connective tissue of the legs, as it starts to release, our legs get longer, and the shake of the feet and the knees helps us to find contact with the ground at new points, encouraging this length. So anytime you feel a little shortened or as though you were in a bed that was too short, just shake out the feet and the knees. Recalibrate. Interlace your fingers at the height of your elbows and let the palms rest on your body. So, given the structure and our ratios, your hands will be over the solar plexus, the place where the base of the ribs meet. It's one option. The second option, the hands interlace at the back of the skull and the elbows widen and the heart comes up. And the breath will change. It's another option. Feel what happens when you go there. This elevates our energy. If we've been tired or run down, it's a great way to rejuvenate ourselves if we don't have much time or much energy. Interlace your hands, let your elbows be wide, open your armpits, bring your breath into your armpits, up into the collarbones. So your lungs actually rise higher than your collarbones. The domes, the very tops of your lungs come up above your collarbones. And if you want to just check it out, you can bend your knees, put your feet flat, which will arch your back. So feel your elbows wide and your low back comes off the floor here. Keep the spine and release your hands. Interlace your hands, but now they are under the solar plexus. Now you can feel into the back of, you hear my voice change, the back of the throat and the very tip tops of your lungs. So find the place where you are steady. Maybe the hands behind you, the palms are facing the floor, interlaced at the height of your solar plexus. Or the hands behind your head, elbows wide, or the hands interlaced over the solar plexus. And then the legs walk out long. And we do the Viloma breathing, we interrupt the pattern of our thinking by interrupting the pattern of our breathing. And in so doing, we interrupt the stories, the deepest of our identity stories is in the breath pattern. So the breath starts low in the ribs, as though you were breathing into your solar plexus, breathing into your hands. And it breathes out. 2, 3. In, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Out. Soften your shoulders. In, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Out. Soften your shoulders. One more. In, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. And out. Soften your face. Out and on. In, 2, 3. Pause, 2. At the chest. In, 2, 3. Pause. 2, 3, and out. All of it. In the belly. Pause. In the chest, like a yawn, like a sigh, widen your breath and pause. Soften around it and let it all out. All of it, more. Let the story go. And in. Pause. In the chest. Pause. And all the way out. One more like that. In the belly. 2, 3. Pause. 2, 3. The chest. Pause. Soften around it. As you release it, release your hands. Turn your palms open and out. In the belly. Pause. In the chest. Pause. Add the throat, sipping in a little more. Pause. Now soften all around it. You are full of possibility and empty. Pause and be. Fill the belly. Pause. Fill the chest. Pause. Fill the throat. Pause. Now soften around all of that. Let it go. In the belly. Pause. In the chest. Pause. In the collarbone. Soften. You at your fullest. And let go. Normal breathing, totally effortless. Body effortless. Adjust anything that needs it. Get rid of the blanket if you need to. Notice yourself and be effortless. In your effortlessness, be more trusting, more inviting, letting it in. Keep melting into effortlessness. Noticing where you hold, letting it out. There will be consistent, continuous micro changes as all the connections of your body recalibrate. Allow that. you are welcome to stay and keep emptying, letting your page drop letter by letter, or take your hands overhead and we will perhaps rewrite a little bit. Old stories can be rewritten. Hands overhead, beginning to wriggle through the heels, the hips. So walk your feet in. Hands on shins, knees wide. Shake out the feet. Shake out the knees. So that you can bring yourself to a cross-legged seat. Hips supported by the blanket. A little bit higher. So this is a kriya for intimacy and reconnection. Really such a sweet sensation. It's across the collarbones and into the space around you. So we come in by folding the fingers into the base of the knuckles. If you were to make a fist, open your thumb and then peel the palm open. Both hands. So it's the kind of like a karate hand that you could take through a wall. And the heart comes up and the thumbs point to each other. If you were to touch your thumbs and then just peel your hands to 60 degrees, that's where your thumbs point. Open your mouth, find a whisper of ha. Keep that rhythm nice and soft. It's a whisper. Drop your shoulders as you soften your face. Put your lips together, go out the nose. We're going to be here for a minute. Keep softening the shoulders. Keep rolling the spine down the back. Keep opening the armpits and the inner arms. Keep exploring the physicality of this shape as it softens, as it opens. Like this paper that has been folded into the shape of your body, unfold it and smooth out the creases. The way you would open a great sheet of tin foil and keep smoothing it out and keep adjusting the body, the jaw. You can move into this, you can shimmy around like you were getting your pants on right, like you were fitting into your shirt, like you were finding your way into your own skin. Light enough and steady enough that you can continue, and what you're doing is you're clearing the space within you and you're clearing the space around you. Like you were blowing dust off the surface of an old desk. Clear the space that surrounds you. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Hook your thumbs, chin up. 3 more sips. Heart up, chin in, open your hands, a little wriggle, rise, 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 release your thumbs, reach wide. Feel the space around you and through you. Right palm to the floor, left hand over. Keep the seat anchored. If the floor is far, you can put a block on either side. Inhale as you reach, exhale as you change. Close your eyes. We're going to go 26 times. In, ax, in, ax, in, ax. Less about your arms and more about your seat and your navel. Glue yourself from your navel through the seat into the ground.
So as you reach side to side, you are actually anchoring down. Keep yourself steady. It's less about your shoulders, more about the base. 6, 5, 4. Good. And sit tall. Feel now, navel to the ground, the base. We build hello, we build a greeting. We say, how are you? What are you doing? You're raising your hands. Good. Touch your thumb and first finger together. Softly turn left and softly turn right. So keeping the hand right here like a little field goal. Don't let them go anywhere. Sometimes we move differently. If this is too much, fingertips to your shoulders. If that's too much, fingertips to the ribs. So find your turn. Don't let your wrists fall into the center on this one. Inhale left, exhale right. In and out. In and out. So use the base you built. Where's your seat? And from your seat, the work here, I am interested in your navel. I am not interested in your arms. I'm interested in your navel, in your power. What are you doing? Right? I'm lighting my fire so I can do anything I choose. In left, out right. From the navel. From the base. In, out. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands up high. 3 sips. Go. Heart up, chin in, reach, and shake it down. Now sit and notice the center of yourself. So now you have a base, a foundation. Now you have a fire, a light. The last place we go. So any change, if you need to shake out your legs, readjust. If you need to kick your legs out and work with your legs out, awesome. We're going to have palms together. This is center. This is exhale. This is inhale. This is exhale. This is inhale. This is exhale. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Now breathe from your navel, that strong pulse you made. Sit in your seat, sit in your foundation, breathe from your belly. Now get lighter. Become a little bit carefree. That we become lighter and swifter by less muscularity and more movement of the joint, movement of the breath. If your neck gets tight, just let your chin lift a little with your hands. Nothing sticky, nothing tight. We're going for 10 more. Hint of a smile. You are enlivening and elevating the space that surrounds you, that holds you, that knows you, that guides you. So we go into it. We go more fully. We go a little more quickly. Go a little more happily. 3, 2. Hands up, zip in. Heart up, chin in, stay. Trace the line up your spine to the top of your head, to the tips of your brilliant fingers, and lift your chin and elbows out and wide. Sitting tall. This is your story. Let the breath be effortless and personal. Notice anywhere you're holding, let it through. And just allow for 1 minute this great sweet sensation to permeate. All your words. we stay seated in this sweet stillness for the next 4 minutes. Or unfold the blanket under or over you as needed and rest completely, effortlessly. So either a seat or shavasana. Deepening your breathing. Stay as you are. Feel the breath through your body. In the quiet that you have made, and in the quiet, the connection to all things that share that same enlivened silence. Last night in the fields, I lay down in the darkness to think about death. But instead I fell asleep, as if in a vast and sloping room filled with those white flowers that open all summer, sticky and untidy in the warm fields. When I woke, the morning was light, and the light was just slipping in front of the stars, and I was covered with blossoms I don't know how it happened. I don't know if my body went diving down under the sugary vines in some sleep-sharpened affinity with the depths, or whether that green energy rose like a wave and curled over me, claiming me in its husky arms. I pushed them away, but I didn't rise. Never in my life had I felt so plush, so slippery, so resplendently empty. Never in my life had I felt so near that porous line where my body was done and the roots and the stems of the flowers began. A good story to inhabit. Take it in. Make your way to your seat as you will. Sweep wide as you arrive. Reach out, reach tall. And the palms together and the thumbs to the forehead center. And 3 times with our Om. A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. Let the sound be your story, the sound of all things. Inhale. Happy Saturday. Or whichever day you use this. Use it again, replay it well, it's always here. And we'll be back next week, continuing this space, this clarity, rewriting our stories again and again. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. is Kundalini online, and then 10:30 is in the park. And I will see you soon.